Black Superman right here. Now I know I'm not the only one that ever struggled with stubborn fat and wanting to lower that body fat percentage, man. I see some of you other dudes, man, y'all lean too, man. I know y'all had the same issue before, man. Check me out.
What don't kill you, empower you. Just don't let it devour you. What's within is so powerful. Let that power empower you. I said, what don't kill you, empower you. Just don't let it devour you. What's within is so powerful. Let that power empower you.
Alright people, so this video is about how to lower body fat percentage while jogging. Now I know a lot of people frown upon that, especially people that's in the gym, wanting to sustain that muscle, wanting to keep that muscle. I'm with you, man. I'm here with you. I'm all for it. But it's a lot of people that still struggle with, a high body fat percentage and they just want to lower that body fat. But what I'm talking about today will actually help you sustain your muscle as well. Now, I'm gonna start it off with this. When you wake up in the morning, man, you're at your lightest weight. You've basically been fasting all night, okay? So your body is basically at the point where if you go do anything and exert energy, if you start exerting energy, it's gonna go to those fat stores to take that energy. And of course, the fat stores is the fat that you don't want, the fat percentage that you wanna lower, those pounds that you just wanna, you wish you could just literally and it was gone. You see what I'm saying? Well, I've come up with a thing to basically contribute high intensity interval training with jogging, but also wanna sustain that muscle, keep those striations, you know what I'm saying? And keep that muscle. This is what you want to do first. You want to figure out your low intensity heart rate and your high intensity heart rate. Now, high intensity interval training is basically when you exert energy to a point where your heart rate is at its lowest and highest. In between those two rates though, in the middle of that or all the way to your highest rate, that's going to be high intensity interval training. Now, the interval part of high intensity interval training is doing that for 30 seconds to a minute. After you do that for about 30 seconds to a minute, for 15 seconds, bring it down to your lowest heart rate, your lowest intensity heart rate. So it's real simple. I know I'm kind of making it sound complicated, so let me simplify it real quick. Basically, all you're gonna do, say you're jogging, so you're running, right? You wanna first warm up, of course. Once you warm up and get to that rate, the high intensity level, heart rate, then you stick to that and you do that for 30 seconds. Stay at that rate. Then boom, after 30 seconds to a minute, slow down, bring it down to your low intensity heart rate. Now see, what you're doing is you're basically doing what high intensity interval training is. All it is doing, whether it's knee jumps, knee tucks, jumping and touching your knees, or whether you're doing anything, doing plyometrics, calisthenics, whatever. If you're doing insanity, you notice that you do those things for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then you take a quick break, like 10 seconds to 15 seconds. That's all it is, people. High intensity interval training. Now, there's different studies that basically claim that high intensity interval training can actually help you sustain muscle and also build muscle, So my whole thing is, if you're trying to get lean and stay lean and keep that muscle on you, there's nothing wrong with jogging. You just got to formulate this that I'm telling you to do. To find your lowest intensity heart rate and your highest intensity heart rate, what you want to do is get 220 and subtract that by your age. Then after you do that, multiply by 0.6. That's going to get you your lowest intensity heart rate. And then to get your highest intensity heart rate, you want to multiply by 0.75. And then boom, there you go, man. You got your lowest intensity heart rate and your highest intensity heart rate. Then you go from there, man. And once you figure those two things out, you can go ahead and hit the road, man. Get it ready. Get ready to run, jog, do whatever you do. And, you just, like I told you, warm up and get to your highest intensity rate. Or if you want to get to maybe right between, and stick that out for 30 seconds to a minute, however hard you want to work. Then after that, bring it down to your lowest intensity rate and, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And hey, you can do it for as long as you want. This isn't about distance, remember? It's all about high intensity interval training, but still enjoying jogging and not losing your muscle. That's all this is about, man. So look, I hope that this really helps you. I've been doing it. I'm noticing results. I'm feeling leaner. I'm looking leaner. It's good to do this on your rest days. Now, it depends on how active you are, or the physical activity or whatever you do. If you're somebody that's working out and doing splits, that might even be better for you, because then you can, on your rest days in between, you could do it every once in a while, maybe twice a week or something like that, depending on how high your fat percentage is. But me personally, I'm trying to bring my fat percentage down to about 15 for now. I'm at 20 now. I'm trying to bring it down to 15, and after 15, go to 10. That's my own goal. But, you know, I'm just going to do this, man, on my rest days. I'm working, basically with the plan that I got right now, I work out 4 days straight, and then I rest for 3 days. So one of those 3 days or 2 of those 3 days, I'm going to do this just to, you know, get a little bit of high intensity interval training and still jog. Something that I always love to do is run and jog. So anyway, man, I hope this helps, man. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you see, definitely like it, please. If you have any questions, please comment. If you have any comments, you know, maybe you got some more knowledge that you can help me with, or, you know, or put me up on. Feel free to do it, man. Comment, you know, subscribe, like. More info videos coming to you. Let's get it. Get swole.
Smoke weed, sit the gym, boy. You deteriorate within, boy. Wake up, hungover, do it all over again, boy. Tell me how you gonna win, boy. You feel like a man, but you walk like a child. Head feeling high like your mind in the cloud. Roof is the stage and the ground is the crowd. You down, jump without a parachute. Feel good to the soul like when you hear a flute. Seem good when you ride around in the coupe. See your brains on the pavement or on the stoop. All angles are not acute. The choices you make can determine your life. From living in wisdom to living in strife. I felt like my angle would give me some stripes, some snipes.